Welcome back to today's economic news. I'm John, your trusted source of analysis and insight on the pressing matters that shape our world. Today, we dive into a headline that would pique anyone's interest. Russia-Ukraine war. Trump hosts Zelenskyy at Mar-a-Lago for peace talks. Now, before you jump to conclusions or get lost in the political theater of it all, let's unfold the layers beneath this diplomatic spectacle where you are meant to see action. But beneath that lies a tangled web of motivations and consequences that demand our attention. As we examine this development, let's not forget the stakes. We have Donald Trump, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, and Vladimir Putin, three high-profile figures whose actions and decisions ripple across continents. The purported goal here is peace, an end to a perilous conflict that has cost lives and destabilized regions. But what we're seeing might not be the earnest olive branch it's painted to be. Before we jump into the discussion on the dollar signs and death tolls that accompany this war, let's frame this around a couple of key questions. Are these talks a genuine effort to stabilize a conflict that has spiraled beyond control, or are they just a calculated move to advance individual political agendas? What is being promised behind closed doors at Mar-a-Lago? To fully comprehend this meeting's significance, we must rewind to 2014. Remember how it all started with Russia's annexation of Crimea? That bold move set off a chain reaction, triggering Western nations to sanction Russia and catapulting the region into chaos. This wasn't just a simmering political quarrel, it transformed into full-scale warfare by 2022. The Kremlin's tactics of hybrid warfare, cyber attacks, and disinformation only added fuel to the fire. Over the years, numerous peace talks have taken place, like the Minsk agreements in 2014 and 2015. They all danced around the idea of a ceasefire, but fell through like sand slipping through the fingers, paving the way for today's missteps. In response to escalating tensions, the international community attempted to contain the damage. Sanctions from the United States and NATO, coupled with military assistance to Ukraine, increased rather than minimized friction. The road to resolution seemed paved with good intentions yet littered with potholes of mistrust and missed opportunities, pushing a genuine peace deal farther out of reach. Fast forward to today's setting at Mar-a-Lago, where Trump positions himself as the peacemaker, or so the mainstream narrative would want us to believe. Trump parades this effort as a monumental step towards peace. He asserts, "I do believe that we have the makings of a deal." A bold statement indeed, but does it match reality? What does this so-called deal entail, and who truly stands to benefit? Let's dig into the data. Let's dissect it, translate it, then attack it. Despite the dramatics at Mar-a-Lago, on December 28, 2025, no fiscal commitments were made. $0, yet a meeting occurred resulting in 27 injuries and a tragic loss of life, one dead. Translate that into real stakes. $0 means zero transparency suggests zero intention for resolution. It's almost like promising a building made of air. And in the process, we witnessed 27 casualties. A stark reminder that these are not mere numbers. These are lives hanging in the balance while diplomatic dances are performed in grandeur with costs climbing invisibly. Direct quotes from Trump echo optimism. "I think we're in the final stages of talking, and we're going to see. It'll either end or it's going to go on for a long time, and millions of additional people are going to be killed." A comment that skirts around accountability. What does final stages even mean when no solid footing has been established? It begs the question, are we witnessing thoughtful mediation or another spectacle of political maneuvering? For the libertarians among us, this is more than political posturing. The pages of this conflict spell out a hefty price tag, and guess who's footing the bill? You. Inflation deepens its claws into your pocket due to unchecked aid packages floating overseas like confetti of fiscal waste. Citizens are unwitting financiers of international gallantries, padding national debt, and eroding currency stability. The swamp of government incompetence thickens as failed negotiations drag on, while budgets inflate without progress, emblematic of systems malfunctioning at the expense of those bearing the tax burden. Civilians sacrificing comfort for conflicts yielding no clear vantage. And as if that's not enough, the sanctum of liberty shrinks under government surveillance. Their gaze turned towards us in the guise of protection. So here's the libertarian rallying cry. Demand accountability for where your hard-earned money flows. Insist on clarity and purpose from those representing your interests on the global stage. Our message is simple. Government must stop offloading its fiscal follies onto the backs of taxpayers under the guise of a better tomorrow. In summary, as we review today's sinister dance of diplomacy, let it serve as a reminder. Transparency must triumph over theatrics, and true progress takes precedence over superficial peacemaking. If you, like so many others, are weary of paying the price of global political games, if you seek change, clarity, and genuine progress, do not sit idly by. Visit our site, subscribe, and become part of the conversation, demanding substantial, clear-cut solutions. Thank you for joining us on today's economic news. I'm John, signing off until next time. Stay informed, stay engaged. We'll see you back here for another deep dive into the matters that matter most.